Order. I'm acting as chair at the moment because Commissioner or Trustee Gamache had to leave early, so I will be taking the role as chair. So if we could have the roll call, please.
Trustee Brasted?
Here.
Trustee Reinert?
Here.
Trustee Schulte?
Here.
Trustee Look?
Here.
Trustee Jepson?
Here.
Trustee Meisner?
Here.
Thank you. And now we will move into approval of the minutes from the HRA board meeting on December 1st, 2023. Can I get a
So
motion?
moved.
Thank you. Motion moved and seconded. Any discussion, corrections? All right. Is there, sorry, this is,
You can do it by acclamation.
okay.
All those in favor?
All those in favor, thank you. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. And so for the chair's remark, I would introduce Karen Skepper here, who has another introduction to make.
Madam Chair, trustees, I'm Karen Skepper, the Director of Community and Government Relations and also the Executive Director of the HRA. I'm really happy today to present to you our new Deputy Administrator or Assistant Administrator, Tanya West Hafner. She comes to us from Hennepin County. But prior to Hennepin County, she was here in Anoka, so she came home to us. I'm going to turn it over to Tanya and just let her introduce herself.
Thank you. Tanya, welcome.
Welcome, thank you. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Chair and trustees. I'm Tanya West Hafner. I don't know how much you want to know about me, but I could talk a long time. You'll get to know me well. I'm a pretty straightforward person and I overshare, just heads up. I'm really proud to be here. I live in Brooklyn Park with my family, my husband and my 2 kids, my son and my daughter, and then our little Shih Tzu dog, Tinkerbell. It's really exciting to be back here after 23 years of spending, obviously I live in Hennepin County, so it was kind of cool to work for Hennepin County, but, as growth happens in your own life and things, you need to move on. So in Hennepin County, I did a lot of work, especially around the federal programs. Which is what I did here. I managed the home program here and then moved to Hennepin and managed the home program there, the Home Investment Partnership Program. And then I kind of moved into helping with the Community Development Block Grant Program, which included the NSP and then the CV dollars, and then the Home ARP dollars. And then I took over coordinating our 5-year consolidated plan, annual action plan process, the annual reports, that kind of thing. And then most recently, I also took on being the lead of our home ownership work. So as a home ownership manager on top of all of that. But I have a lot of experience with the federal programs, state, local, federal programs, because obviously the Hennepin County HRA had their own money. So we got to sort of build and create programs with that. So that's what I did, a lot of work around building and creating programs that then I would help implement myself, but also have staff that implemented the programs with me. I've also served with the HRA helping build the Veterans and Community Housing Project, if you're familiar with that at all. It's out on the VA campus. The county HRA was asked to be the owner because they got some state bonding funds to help build the building. It's a new construction building along with some rehab of 3 older buildings. But after that was completed in 2015, then I took on oversight of that project for the long term. So I've been doing that for a while. Prior to government work, I worked in the public sector doing Section 8 stuff and then worked for a private for-profit developer who also was a fee management company. And so I was an area manager for 9 different properties that they fee managed for. That's just a little glimpse of things. I'm excited to get to know you guys. Hopefully you get to know me. Just know that I'm like a no-nonsense person who uses their common sense and again, usually shares too much, but you'll end up liking that, I think, about me. But I'm really super excited to be here to continue the work and to be able to continue to grow my career and just my knowledge base and stuff. Just listening to Karen tell me like all the things that she's doing, I'm like, oh my goodness, what did I sign up for? I'm just kidding. I'm just really excited to be here. So it's kind of fun to drive this way across the bridge rather than the other direction because it is like literally 10 minutes to get from my house to here. So I'm really excited. So if you guys have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I'm just really excited to get to know each one of you.
Yeah, well, if that's a little blip of your life and your experience, we've made a good decision. Yeah, any questions, any comments? Trustee Brasted.
Tanya, just welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah,
Good to have you come back, kind of full circle
it
here.
is. And actually, we worked right on this floor too, kind of where the county attorney, where that door is on
sure.
the floor that used to not be there. It just was wide open all the way down, and we were in cubicles right before you got to the county attorney's office. But the county attorneys are all in where we were sitting, so it's kind of cool.
The changes. Anyone
Yeah.
else? Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Excited
Yeah.
to get to know you guys. Thank you very much.
All right, so next on the agenda, consider approving entering into an agreement with Greenlight LLC to conduct an energy audit for the 4 senior housing buildings. There are no costs associated, as the audit will likely result in cost savings to the buildings long-term, and Greenlight will keep a percentage of the savings. Could I get a motion and a second to consider?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any comments? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion carries. The final item for considering approving travel for 2 HRA staff to attend the National Association for Community and Economic Development Conference in Washington, D.C. for 5 days in February of 2024. Costs for each to include $100 registration, $39 mileage, $15.90 lodging, $435 per diem, $393 airfare, $50 ground transportation, and $100 in parking. Travel and training forms are available in the administration for review. Can I get a?
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Any questions or comments before we take a roll call vote? Yes.
Is this in conjunction with the NACO conference?
Madam Chair, Trustee Schulte, yes, this is an offshoot of NACO. It feeds into NACO. It's the Community and Economic Development piece.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Thank you, Madam Chair. No, so I'm sorry, just piggybacking off of what Commissioner Schulte was saying. So is it at the same time when you say it's a feeder, or
Madam Chair,
like the same
Trustee-
location, you just have a different acronym?
Madam Chair, Trustee, the NACED conference is primarily staff persons. It starts a couple days before NACO. And
Yes.
there may be information then
yep.
that comes forward at the NACO meeting related to community and economic development that you will then consider as commissioners.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Reinert.
Aye.
Trustee Schulte. Trustee Look.
Aye.
Trustee Jepson.
Aye.
Trustee Meisner.
Aye.
Trustee Brasted.
Aye.
All right, thank you. And with that, if there's no other items for consideration, we stand adjourned.
All right. I can get your signature on that.
Okay.